gentlemen, would you please welcome your New Orleans Saints?
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Dante Pettis to return it. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Prescott opening with a pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down now, ball at the 33. Prescott takes off with it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Xavier Ward's up to make the tackle.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Dak off the play fake. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd and short, he's taking the option right. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. He creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dak now from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They put a receiver in motion right. Prescott now on 3rd down. And finds Clement downfield. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Running back sent in motion. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to Puka Nacua. A 10-yard.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll run for this, and they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and the huge conversion gets them a new set it down.
So many offenses will script Kate the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They send Nacua in motion left. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Smith able to put it through. And all the way into the 2nd quarter. Our opening drive ends in 3.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Julius Chestnut to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They run once more with Spears. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, here's Ward. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Spears running behind center. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're looking to throw with Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
A
gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds his man. It's Van Jefferson. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, Ward going to the air. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle on the play by Cameron Jordan. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first.
1 yard gain.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He keeps it and takes off.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. To the air with Ward. Dumps it off to his running back. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now.
That's good.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ward. He's inside the 10. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get their first points of this game just before halftime. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They kick the running back in motion. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Hits him on the in route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. Looking to throw. Finds his running back, Andre Estime. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Dak. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Titans have a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Connects on the crosser. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
This QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Zone read, here's a give to Spears. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a design run. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Draw play. This is Spears. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running it with Spears. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Ward off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Alec Iomana. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
For a Titans 1st down. A gain of 13
You know, Kate,
yards.
back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st down throw here for Ward. Taking off with it again.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But then that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Titans have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Second and 3 now. Now a toss play for Spears. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Ward. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Makes the score.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Prescott takes off with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Titans sending out some nickel coverage here. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A handoff for Williams, running left. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He was taken down.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints down by 7.
At the Titans' 28-yard
A momentary
line.
speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun is Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of marker, maybe a yard away.
He's taken down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 3-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. They'll give it to Spears on the option. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Setting up to pass. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And the Titans have a first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Back to throw. Out left, Iomanner makes the grab. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Shotgun snap now to Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An entire game now hangs on this attempt by Joey Slye. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it! So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say so long from New Orleans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Carolina Panthers.
25, Carolina.
His third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.